Hello there everybody, I'm Saban92 and I'm Aaron. Once again, welcome back to this delightful journey of memory lane. I forgot how the phrase went. Anyway, welcome back to Miles Edgeworth, Ace Investigations Attorney. What the hell's going on with that water spigot over there? What the... Sir? Sir, what did you do? Anyway... September 10th, 4:45 p.m., District Court, 3rd floor lobby. Sir? What is to become of the trial into the Cadopian Embassy staff member's murder?
Indeed. Since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely.
Looks like you'll have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut.
I suppose it can't be helped.
The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while.
Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Cadopian Embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell?
What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivety.
An outrageous circus. Right, sir.
I grow weary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case.
Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you?
I'll consider it.
Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation.
Whatever for?
I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt.
The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection.
Jesus.
Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we'll compete to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree?
Huh. If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish.
Then, you're allowing us to continue.
In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. I have villainous things to villain away.
Yes, sir. Wait, what was that last part?
Of course, Papa. It's probably best you don't just casually ignore that.
Francisca? Thank you.
What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on.
Yes, just as you wished.
I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miss Miles Edgeworth.
All right. I know I don't have enough information yet. So my first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case. I see you over there, Gumshoe. How you doing, buddy? You okay, bud? You doing okay? Something tells me you aren't feeling too good. If I had to guess, you're probably in a bad mood. Honestly, I really wouldn't blame you for being in, like, a bad mood. Just saying. It's just you know, just... Oh, well.
It wasn't me, I tell you. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, I understand, so just calm down, okay, buddy? I doubt I'll get anything useful from the detective while he is this agitated. Let's see what the... Oh, hey!
I can't stop the water, sir!
It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much.
Bunch of fools who pretended to not see the foolishly foolish actions of a foolish fool.
Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand?
As if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officers should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of the water guzzler later.
She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. I love it. I mean, I realize they're younger, but it's also kind of cool seeing how their dynamic was in the earlier stages. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice.
Wow, this thing is so incredibly detailed. My inner modeling fanboy's impressed.
I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models, per se, but even I can sense the superb quality of this model.
I simply cannot comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trifle.
Oh? I see.
You're a disciple of my father, so you would do well to guard yourself against an interest in such unproductive things.
Yes. Perhaps I should take up whipping people like the young lady over here. Don't! What's the matter, officer?
I've been standing here forever, sir, and I really need to go to the bathroom.
Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, is it?
No, it's a short way down the hall beyond these doors, but I don't want to be blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. So, I'm gonna hold it.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe can be a positive influence on the force after all. Dear God, man, you're gonna get a freaking infection. You're gonna hurt yourself if you hold it in for that long. Go to the fucking bath. No, not right now! Sir, nothing to report. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job?
Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Then this god can have fun in a waking nightmare after being awakened from his dream.
Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now.
You shouldn't feel sorry for them.
Well, too bad I am.
It's an incredibly detailed model, isn't it?
I heard that it cost as much as to make that as it cost to build the courthouse itself.
What is the point of it making such an expensive model?
I felt the exact same way upon hearing it.
It's so hard to understand such foolishness.
Agreed. Wow, they're on the same page about something. Nice. Miss you?
Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Franziska von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name.
About to? I guess that means that, for now, you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are.
What?
Bang! Why are you whipping me?
Anyway, it looks like they plan to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting.
I'm terribly sorry, but I have but a few more questions to ask of you.
Look at you, eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you.
What exactly is so funny?
Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere.
Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school.
Whew, I feel so much better now. So, what do you want to talk about?
I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder.
We were in defendant lobby number 1 the whole time up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad, if you don't believe me. Feel free to ask him yourself. Okay, so you and Bad, you. So they were in lobby number 1, and lobby number 2 is apparently where this happened. There's no... Let's see. The open window is relatively close to the other side. I'm trying to figure this out on my own right now. Not doing so well. Not doing so hot. You were with Detective Bad. Why? We had a little something to discuss. That's all. So I take it that you are an acquaintances with Detective Bad. Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG-8 incident. Oh. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. Oh. We just got emotional baggage. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth! I have no idea what you are two talking about!
I'm sorry, you want to read that again?
I've heard of the KG-8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu?
The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine. Really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. He did mention that he was in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. Maybe. You claim that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad.
But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during the recess?
We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rail away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Miss Detective Bad about? I'm sorry, did you almost call him Miss Mew? Okay, yeah, you're right, I did. Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more. Bloody! When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults.
Vindictive, much.
Anyway, Mr. Bad and I went to defend lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2.
I see. Like, I am really fascinated by her demeanor and how she's acting. The funny thing is, I read mackerel, but for some reason my brain thought Rickroll. I'm like, wait, why did I do that? See, there's where I'd show a clip and then I'd get copyright claimed, and I don't want to do that. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu. Is that correct?
Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that had made off the evidence of KG-8, I began to ask Mr. Rail all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rail was not the Yatagarasu. He just made that up.
He made it up?
Mr. Rail's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there is no footage of him sneaking into the Cadopian embassy itself.
Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you're ready to defend him?
Yes, that's right.
I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. Ah, reminder, I gotta remind myself this is younger Edgeworth.
That's why defense lawyers are so detestable, but they are no match for us von Karmas.
No, it's more complicated than that. Everybody is entitled to have a fair defense and a fair trial. It's just that sometimes we have people that are a little bit corrupt.
I don't believe you're serious!
Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier?
I have my own agenda.
I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG-8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him. Ever. Okay. See, this has always been like one of those most moral quandaries for me about how prosecutors and defense attorneys work. It really strikes me as like both sides are very much a thankless job. Especially considering we live in a day and age where everybody is entitled to a fair defense and a fair prosecution. Innocent until proven guilty. That's how the justice system is supposed to work. So I can imagine, like, defense attorneys and prosecutors who have good moral standing, by the way. Because to be fair, we all know that there are corrupt prosecutors and we all know that there are corrupt defense attorneys. They probably have a lot of pressure on their shoulders, especially whenever it comes to the public, because I mean, guaranteed, like, people that we all know are criminals. I imagine, like, good defense attorneys probably have, like, the most pressure on their back, because if the evidence is so unbelievably overwhelming to where the common consensus is, yeah, this guy did it, or this individual did it, they still have to do their best to prepare a proper defense, because that is what their client is entitled to. I can't even begin to imagine the amount of fortitude and pressure that these people have in the line of duty, in the line of justice, have to put up with. I kind of have to give kudos to, like, legitimate prosecutors and legitimate defense attorneys. Like, they're made out of tough stuff, you know? So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Monsieur? I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Wait, requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know.
Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives?
You're not very funny or witty, are you, little miss Von Karma? Franziska, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be sued by...
There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted.
Just now was hilarious, little missy.
Of course it was.
I am in a personal hell of my own and nobody is going to save me. Where's a blue-suited, handsome man to save me from this quandary? What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight?
And so, in the end, what is the Atagarasu? I have to say, I had never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany.
The Atagarasu deals in information. Namely, in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the likes of companies. The Atagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see.
Vigilante or not, this person sounds like just another sort of criminal to me.
I suppose you could put it that way, too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Depends, is he calmed down now? I guess he is calmed down. What do you think about this, Franziska?
Yes, what is it? It feels like there's a whole backside to this case we're not seeing.
And here, we had thought that it was a case where the two men had just killed each other.
We're lacking in information. And as of on karma, I can hardly call this a perfect investigation.
Indeed, it is as you say.
I can't believe we agree on something.
Just what is so revolting about agreeing?
Anyway, our first move should be to speak with everyone related to this case.
Indeed. Even if you had not said it, I was planning to do so anyway.
Stop agreeing with me, you...
Ah! What was that lash for? I should probably walk away from her. Detective Gumshoe?
Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Wow, oh, what the hell?
As am I.
I don't think you needed to whip him to let you know that.
I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't.
Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, Detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you.
I have a heart, pal.
Sorry, buddy. I haven't had my character development yet. That'll be about a few years. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is.
That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will ya?
I would have done so, even had you not requested me to, Detective. Let's continue talking. So, you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry?
I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because of my very first day as a detective. I reported in at my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really, really late.
Well, you were literally just promoted. You can't be blamed for screwing something up that you're so used to, you know what I mean?
And that's when he gave me that huge speech.
I remember doing the same thing, exact same thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom.
How pathetic for the detective to be compared to a mere school child. I have the same issue every now and then. So, it's okay, Gumshoe. I understand. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom?
Earlier at around 3:20, and from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday.
And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty.
Ow! Oh, your words sting worse than your whip, pal.
Oh, I can fix that.
Please don't!
So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? I see. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Come on.
No, not a thing, pal.
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage.
Ah! What? Wait, you can't do that!
There's nothing of any particular value here.
Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so, you know.
And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket?
Oh, hands off, pal!
Just show it to us already!
I was fully expecting her to whip Edgeworth again for no reason.
Yow!
Annual bonus check within $5 total. Except there is no check inside. What the? $5? That's pathetic!
You've had your look, now give it back, pal! It's my first bonus as a brand new detective! I just got it in cash today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know? So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back!
You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later.
How could you?
Annual bonus envelope. How is that important? That is interesting that that's so important. Also, it's missing a check, huh? I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe.
Understood, but please make it brief, sir.
I guess to confirm about his alibi? If I had to guess. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. It's a book. No, I'm talking to Gumshoe! That's a bookshelf. What's this? Judge's Trial Exchange Log. It appears to be a journal where the various judges share their thoughts and ideas. The real daily lives of the judges are laid out here on these pages.
There's nothing about the court in here. Just page after page of unrelated drivel.
Judging by the content, they are very enthusiastic about the courthouse's daily menu. And it would appear that the fried oysters are a favorite.
I have no use for such foolishly foolish words from that foolishly foolish crowd.
Someone please assure me that this is not the true state of this country's judiciary. About that, maybe. Alright. I need some actual, like, okay, let's see. I need more specifics. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct?
No mistake about it, pal.
Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct?
Yep, not even a single lamp passed through that hole while I was on duty.
You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself.
Huh? Oh. But it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what even I can imagine.
So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so, given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the
You okay there?
I think I see a little bit of brain matter slipping out of your ear there. Well, that happens to me every Tuesday.
What the fresh hell are you talking about?
Of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies in order.
Matt, you! Ow!
How could you have not noticed that coming?
Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? Yeah, she just kicked you in the back of the knee.
Thanks, that's exactly what I needed.
Kids can sometimes be so cruel.
Oh, are you speaking from experience?
No, clearly I'm not.
It looks like she dropped something.
Oh my god, a Swiss roll. I haven't had those in years. Oh, I was like, cut a lot of sugar for my dad. I've not had a Swiss roll in a long freaking time. I kind of want to go to the store to buy a Swiss roll now.
Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead.
I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. The Swiss roll is a piece of evidence. Dear God. Okay, fair enough. I believe I've asked all that I need to do of this man. Now for the Detective Bad and the judge.
We have to confirm who is correct. The judge or that scruff face, right? I suppose we should investigate the hallway. I'm sorry, inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 next, then.
I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? I'ma go. Oh, I guess I can go this way. Miss you?
Loser.
Wait, what you call me? Ah, Judge Judgington and Bad Baddington.
So, did you see anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation.
Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law.
That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions.
Anytime, Detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. Also, there's somebody looking underneath the vending machine.
And I'm Manfred von Karma's daughter, Franziska von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor.
I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommend...
I bit my tongue!
Are you all right, Your Honor?
Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine.
Apparently, somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Very well, then. I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now, about your earlier testimony. Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. All right. After all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements. All right. Let's begin. My god, he looks really good here. Like, seriously, I actually really like what he looks. He looks cool. I don't know, I just like how he looks. Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Do you suspect me of something? Oh, no, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well. You may continue with your testimony. Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after. Oh! I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this judge. He's the best kind of judge. Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. Okay. Oh! In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. Fascinating! When I was going into the restroom, that detective, Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious! That's what my finely honed judge's intuition said! Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Apparently, this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. No! That's probably all I'm going to find out from His Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime.
The judges in this country seem rather friendly.
Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. Yeah? What are you doing over here? Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little more. Oh, is that Gumshoe's dollar bill?
Is there no one working this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue?
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Yikes. So maybe this guy. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? Nope, just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir.
I guess we know all the players in this case then, huh?
It would appear that way, but I have the nagging feeling that we're missing something. And I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right here in this crime scene somewhere. This poster!
He's making a most ridiculous looking face.
That may be, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose.
I suppose, but to Avon Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight.
Of course. At any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now. Right now? I kinda want something here.
It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods. Huh?
Well, damn. Who's gonna spend Hold the fucking phone! Who's gonna spend $9 on fucking orange juice? That is a travesty! Just lovely. What will they think of next?
Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. 1 packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk, 1/2 pint for $7. Stain neutralize the Swiss do until the end of with these, for $6. They're awfully overpriced.
Thank you! The lineup is simply awful, period.
Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll that little girl dropped is from this machine.
I was wondering about that myself. The fact that I can examine this. When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence?
Don't worry, my whip will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be for long.
Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of orange juice may not be so bad. Defendant's fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean? Don't ask one corner of the internet.
I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial right now.
No, I think it might mean that this was milked right here from the various defendants.
Miles Edgeworth, you can't possibly be serious.
Of course not. What the fuck?
Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. The end of what?
Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means that one should eat these during a recess?
You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now.
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all.
We're in the middle of investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me.
If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together.
If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it.
Oh my god, he was offering to be nice. Come on! Don't let the prosecution and the defense make a ham sandwich out of you?
It sounds like it's directed at that ham of a judge.
Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can outmaneuver him any day. That's a bit mean. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. I see.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever pun?
Do you really think they put that much effort into the product name?
Even a foolish fool could understand the foolish thinking of the fool who made it up. You're acting so foolishly that I got so thoroughly mad and am now utterly famished.
If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask like a normal person. I love shit like this. This is great. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. It looks like this slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was... Prosecutor Winston Payne! Yes!
What a pathetic slogan. No presents at all. Now, if it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters in a Von Karma's hands, everyone in court to be found guilty dogs.
You might need to work on that a little bit. Shut up!
Objection!
Overruled!
Oh my god, that's great. Oh my god, that was amazing. Okay, guess that's nothing else to examine here. This is just a smorgasbord of funny shit here. I love it. Can I examine this? No, I probably can't because he's in the way.
It doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area.
I suppose not. Perhaps I should check somewhere else. I guess. Hey, Bad. Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about.
Hey! How about doing some actual work, you?
I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess.
You're getting in the way of the investigation.
I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority.
God, you're so cool. Please don't be a bad guy.
So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here.
Faraday, that guy was just accused, you know. I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me.
A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it! Francisca, I think you need to apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue.
I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up.
And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard. Detective Bad.
Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After we got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together.
Okay.
As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad. And that he dragged Rel up to lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So, what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside.
And around what time did all of that take place?
Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once.
Oh? And how can you make such a claim?
One of the guards out in this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't.
If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to?
That's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected.
Well,
You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe.
it would seem that I'm still missing some key piece of information. Just a little bit. Now, you said you heard the gunshot. When was this? Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshot, did you not?
Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with you.
How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene?
Less than a minute.
What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot?
I grabbed a big lug who was just walking around in the hall and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order.
Okay.
That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I am about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else.
You wave that thing around anymore, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss.
Oh my god, he dodged me! You wouldn't dare!
Just joking.
Detective Bad is really something if he can make Francisca behave. Good on him, good lord!
Are we about done?
Is there anything else I should ask him about? Yeah, exactly. What time did you hear the gunshot? This is very important to me. I'd like you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot.
It was around the end of the recess and the trial was about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't gonna show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him, or I'd be late. And just as I thought that, bang! The sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums.
So he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Okay. Duly noted.
Are we done here? I don't have any more time to waste.
Oh. I'm surprised you didn't hear anything from that.
Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door, doing nothing.
I get the sense that he is somewhat investigating this crime scene. Or rather that he is keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? We might find something. Detective Bad, may I ask that you cooperate with us for just a bit longer?
I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine then, be obstinate. Oh my god, my throat! Fine then, be obstinate. We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles.
You may no longer be willing to help us. However, may I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation?
Do as you like.
Oh, God, thank you. Well then, I'm gonna go ask the... Wait. What the... What is that? Is that a cord? What is that? The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size. Ants are amazing in that regard.
Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Karma name and not be squished under it, you'd better work extra hard just like these ants.
The same goes for you, Franziska. Funny. What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber. Pink trash found on the windowsill that's made of rubber. Okay, thought process just hit me. Pink rubber. It's made of pink rubber. Wasn't Kay, didn't she have a balloon when we first saw her? When she came to ask for Edgeworth for, change? If so, then a thought process just hit me. What if that wasn't a gunshot that was heard? It was the pop of a balloon. Because those can be kind of loud depending on how thick the rubber is. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there is a litterer running loose inside this courthouse, it's simply unforgivable.
Bah! It's not like it was I who littered!
Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin.
Please stop whipping me! What the? The dirt on this bench. It smells like some sort of sweet substance.
I can't believe there's someone going around dirtying the courthouse. For shame!
Hold it! Calm down, Franziska. Now, take a good look. Doesn't the smudge look kind of like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can lift the print of the person who sullied this bench.
I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob.
You there, the lab technician! Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Sir, yes, sir! Good on you. I got the results of the fingerprint analysis, sir. And, do we know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. What? Oh? Interesting. Good work, officer. Why is his... Sounds like he crawled through the window for some reason. Fascinating.
And there you have it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench.
I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Understatement. Now, hold up. There's more.
What are these black speckles?
I believe it's a pile of ants eating away.
Oh, that detective. He claims that not a single ant slipped by him.
Wow, that's an actual nice little slip up there.
And yet, here is a whole hill of them.
Wow! What are you hitting me for?
As a replacement for that pathetic detective.
Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts.
Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating.
From the look and sweet smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll. Swiss roll? It is weird how this Swiss roll is becoming such an important piece of evidence. It's so weird. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, it's just... What?
Miles Edgeworth. The courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times.
It wasn't me that dropped food on the ground!
The courthouse must be kept clean.
Oh my god, this poor man's just being abused at this point. Good god. Okay, what else? See, there's the window. So that window on the other side belongs to the men's restroom.
I can't see it.
At your height? I'm not surprised. There comes. Wah! I guess short people have feelings too. Yeah? Well, never mind. As a tall person, I guess I can kind of...
What's the matter?
I pricked myself on one of this cactus's needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp.
Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these?
I really don't want to think about that.
Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case.
Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related.
Cactus? Oh? Well then, I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it is related.
How would... You ever get that dollar bill? Nope. Same dialogue. Okay. There's anything else I can do here? Here we go.
This is a pretty spacious hallway, but it's nothing compared to the ones at home.
Indeed. Because Mr. Von Karma's house is a bit too spacious.
However, even with this much space, there's nowhere for that scruff face to hide. Well, other than the crime scene just beyond these doors.
Franziska, I believe it's much too early to draw any conclusions. It was already proven that Detective Gumshoe was in this hallway the entire time. Now all we need to do is gather more information. And to do that, I just have to examine everything I see here by myself.
We've gathered so much information, but they feel like just random fragments to me. I wonder what really happened here.
Random fragments? No matter how unrelated they may seem at first, they might actually fit together somehow.
I grow tired of your inner monologue. Say something!
I'm going to end up in pieces thanks to that word before I can piece the logic together. It's funny you say that because I was literally about to enter logic mode. Thank you for reminding me. Highly appreciated. Okay, so we got lobby window number 2, vending machine, windowsill cactus, pink piece of trash, and Swiss roll crumbs. Well, obviously, the Swiss roll came from the vending machine. these bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll?
A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that?
It may not seem like the right venue. However, it is being sold right over there. The vending machine?
The vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6? Talk about expensive.
Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. Wait a minute. Gumshoe would not have been able to buy it. If the Swiss roll was like $6 and his paycheck came in, or sorry, the bonus check was only $5, he would not have been able to, and he also said that he didn't have enough money, or he didn't have any money on him. So, So fascinating. Okay. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Yeah, he was standing by the window and he was eating his Swiss roll. That would cause the crumbs to hit the floor. But again, that raises a very serious question. He did not have enough money to buy the Swiss roll, I believe. So how?
Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I?
Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. That would also explain where the fingerprint came from, or the handprint came from. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. Okay. That explains where the fingerprints came from.
Ugh, how could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable!
Don't you dare whip me again! It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place!
You don't understand. I just have all this pent-up rage. I have to whip something.
Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts.
A contradiction? Where?
The money. I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Okay. This. Is this possible connection to the evidence I hold? Now, I could, let's see. I guess the annual bonus envelope is what I need to bring out here because, again, he stated that he did not have any cash on him. And this thing is only $5. So, about Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage.
Just how poor is that guy?
If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor.
Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow.
Indeed. Was there already $1 in there, maybe? That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is, how? Like, I've already got an idea, like... Well, actually... Well, then how did this Swiss roll get here? Huh. This is definitely a bit of a contradiction. Okay, so I don't have to talk to you about that anymore. Alright, let's see. I always gotta bend over to get to the mouse to kind of look at this. Oh! Now here's my thought process. So, again, this is based on the theory that this pink piece of rubber is from a balloon. What can pop a balloon? Usually something sharp. And considering that Edgeworth pricked his finger so, you know, effortlessly, then this pretty much answers my question. Where did the rubber come from? From a balloon that got popped. This pink rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a popped balloon.
I suppose that's possible.
The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend the windowsill cactus.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes.
Yes, indeed it would be. Wait, what? I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here.
Well, I do too!
All right, Francisca, would you care to share what the conclusions you have come to?
Why should I do that? We're in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead.
It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay his honor a visit to correct his testimony.